Hey guys, how's it going today? Hope you're doing well. Let me just double check the sound. I just did two videos, so I think it's going to be okay. But I thought just to do another one. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, hello. Testing. Yeah, you can hear me. Perfect. Cool. So we're going to be continuing with that section. Okay. Grief work. After validation and support, one needs to experience. One needs to experience the feelings that were not allowed. This must be done in a safe, non-shaming context. The feelings involved in grief work are anger, remorse, hurt, depression, sadness, and loneliness. The feelings involved in grief work are anger, remorse, hurt, depression, sadness, and loneliness. Grief resolution is a kind of psychic work that has to be done. It varies in duration depending upon the intensity of the trauma. One needs enough time to finish this work. Since this book was first published, I have written a book and done a PBS series entitled Homecoming: Reclaiming and Championing Your Inner Child. This book was number one on the New York Times bestseller list for over a year and is now in 31 languages. I do an inner child workshop based on this book that has been attended worldwide by over 350,000 people. I use the model family systems that I presented in part one as a way for people to see how they lost their authentic selves and got stuck in a false self. In the workshop, I outlined the developmental dependency needs each of us must get met in order to develop a healthy foundation for our authentic self. In Homecoming and in the workshop, I offer indices of suspicion that help the person understand whether their needs were met at each developmental stage of earlier childhood. When a person realizes that she was abandoned at a developmental stage in her childhood, she begins to feel the loss that she had to repress because of the family's silence rule. I have professional therapists at the workshop who provide an envelope of safety so that participants can allow themselves to feel the feelings they have avoided. At the end of the workshop, I make it clear that grief is a process that may take a substantial amount of time to finish. I encourage participants to continue their work with a qualified therapist. Some people need residential treatment. Once I developed their residential treatment program at Ingleside Hospital that specialized in original pain and inner child work that was highly successful for many years. I had to terminate the program because of the refusal of many managed care insurance carriers to support emotional illness treatments. Medication was used sparingly in our program. Our goal was to get people in touch with their feelings. Yet a number of insurance carriers would not pay for long-term care unless we use medication. Long before I founded the John Bradshaw Center at Ingleside Hospital, I referred my clients and workshop participants needing intensive long care, 2 weeks to 1 month, to the Meadows Treatment Center in Wickenburg, Arizona. As early as 1979, when I was developing my inner child work, I realized the Meadows was meeting success with this intensive feelings work. I have since become a fellows at the Meadow, which offers a wide range of emotional and addictive disorders and can treat the entire family. The program is fashioned by Pia Melody, who I quoted earlier. The Meadows also offers a 4.5-day intensive called Survivors. It's an excellent program for helping and healing of toxic shame and family of origin issues. I obviously recommend it without reservation. There are many other methods for doing original pain work. It must be done if grief is to be resolved and the reenactments and compulsive lifestyle stopped. Corrective experience. Unresolved grief work is a re-experiencing process, liberating and integrating your lost inner child. Since neglect of our developmental dependency needs was a major source of toxic shame, it is important to understand what we need to achieve in each of our early developmental dependency stages. Each developmental stage was unique with its own needs and dynamics. In empathy, we needed mirroring of unconditional love. We needed to hear nonverbal to an influent, like, I'm glad you're here. Welcome to the world. Welcome to our family and home. I'm glad you're a boy or girl. I want to be near you, to hold you, and love you. Your needs are okay with me. I give you all the time you need to get your needs met. These affirmations are adapted from Pam Levin's book, Cycles of Power. In infancy, we need a secure attachment. We needed a secure attachment figure who created an empathic mutuality. We needed our healthy narcissistic supplies to be loved for who we were. I like to set up small groups, 6 to 8 people, and let one person sit in the center. The person in the center directs the rest of the group as to how close he wants them to be. Some people want to be cradled or held. Some want only light touching. Some who are stroke deprived don't feel safe enough for such closeness. Each person sets his own boundary. After the group is said, we play lullaby music, and each person in the group communicates a verbal affirmation while touching, stroking, or just sitting near the subject. Damn, this is sorry guys, this is like really emotional. This heavy sometimes. This book is crazy. Continuing with the reading. Those who have been neglected will start sobbing when they hear the words they needed to hear, but did not hear. If a person was a lost child, he will sob intensely. Those words touch the hole in his soul. After the affirmation, the group discusses their experience. I always try to have a mixed group so the person hears male and female voices. A person will, will report that he especially, often a person will report that he especially loved hearing a male voice or female voice, whichever he needed as a child. Sometimes if a person has been abused by a parent, he will not trust a voice that corresponds to the parent's checks. The group sharing, hearing the affirmations, and being touched and supported offers a corrective experience. Isn't that funny how you can create these corrective experiences in so many different ways? Again, influence and manipulation like the narcissists use to get their needs met. And it does work, which is why they have good health. So it just makes me, again, not encouraging that behavior, but it does work and is an effective strategy for manipulating and influencing your environment to get your needs met. I also suggested other ways people might get their empathy needs met, as those needs are recycled in your experiences. They usually need a friend who will give them physical support with lots of touching and who will feed them, take them out to eat. They need lots of skin satisfaction. They may need a warm bath or to be wrapped up in a blanket. They may want to try a body massage. We go into the toddler needs, repeating the group process. Since the toddler's needs are separate, we let the person sit near but separate from everyone. I usually do an age regression type meditation, in which I ask the one in the middle to experience himself as a toddler. I give affirmations like, it's okay to wander and explore. It's okay to leave me and separate. I won't leave you. It's okay to test your limits. It's okay to be angry, to have a tantrum, to say no. It's okay for you to do it and to do it your way. I'll be here. You don't have to hurry. I'll give you all the time you need. It's okay to practice holding on and letting go. I won't leave you. After each person has heard these affirmations several times, the group shares again. People experience deep emotions as they share. Often they remember an episode of abandonment that was long forgotten. Some get into more unresolved grief work. We go through all developmental stages through adolescence. Adolescence is important because many people went through painful abandonment and shaming incidents during adolescence. Remember Arnold? I usually ask each person to write a letter to his parents, telling them the things he needed but didn't get. Wayne Kritzberg has them write the letter with the non-dominant hand. I sometimes follow his lead. Writing with the non-dominant hand helps create the feeling of being a child. Great emotion is discharged as the person reads the letter to the group. After the letter is read, I ask the group to give the person affirmations that would correspond to unmet needs he described in the parent's letter. Towards the close of the workshop, have each participant encounter her lost child. I cannot describe the power of this exercise. I put it in several of my cassette tapes. There is no way to convey its power through the written word. I'll outline the meditation. You can put it in the tape recorder and listen to it. I recommend using Daniel Kobialka's Going Home as background music. Whew, Lord have mercy, y'all. It is so intense reading. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Had to take some pauses because this is, grief work and corrective experiences, feeling those pains and it really kind of pisses me off that you need other people to help you go through the grief work, because I naturally want to do it alone, but you have to heal this stuff in groups. And that's probably the most challenging thing. So thanks for being here, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care.